Good morning, ladies. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's a beautiful day. We're in April. I never had an April 1st joke, so I'm rather disappointed. That's the kind of morning where you reach for your quite strong coffee and you have your still water in the other hand. How many of you have that kind of morning? I'm just going to put that on my windsill. And I've got a lot of things to chat about today, but I think the most important thing today is we have Chloe back. Hi, Chloe.
Hello.
And we have Victoria. And I wanted to do this today because I don't get through all your questions, and I thought it would be great to save also Chloe and I time later in answering all of them, because sometimes we get a lot and we like to answer every question. We're going to try, good morning Margot, good morning Marie, good morning Natalie, I want to try and answer all of your questions whilst we're doing this live, and at the same time on today's show we're going to be talking my fake hair friends and where I get them from, and the fantastic alternative I think I found. We're going to be talking the White Company's new product range, which I went and finally ordered. We're talking a brand you can only get in America called Glossier that I was obsessed with, and whatever else is in my bathroom, as well as your questions. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Vicky. Morning. And most importantly, I have a new bloody phone because it was whiting out a lot. Oh, and I think it was whiting out because I was dropping it so much in the bathroom, and it was just the white balance was going. So I think this works better. I'm a bit whited out, but it's also because there's a beautiful sunshine coming out the back of my window. Good morning, Jacqueline from where? Stonaway Island. Good morning, Susan. Hello, it's so nice. Do we feel good today? Is anyone feeling a bit blah? Because if you're feeling blah, we want you to feel, yes, it's Monday and look what we're going to achieve. Let's talk first. I can't say seriously I'm day 10 of no sugar because I've been having raspberries, but I haven't had 3 sugars in my tea. I haven't had my vanilla cappuccino with the vanilla syrup in it. I haven't had my ice cream at night. I'm now eating normally, but I'm having no sugar, but I'm having raspberries. So I don't know if that counts, but it is such a change for me. And I've noticed, the thing I noticed the most, my skin is okay. My skin is fine. I've noticed the balance in my body sugar, I think. I don't know if that's psychosomatic, but I think I'm noticing that I'm not so up and down. I'm just feeling quite, as opposed to, if you know what I mean. Gail. Oh, glasses. All right, what should we start with? I'm so excited. There's so many things to start with today. Whilst you're thinking of your questions, I'm going to start with some things. Taking off my top.
Today is saying that raspberry has the lowest sugar content of all berries.
Well,
it's a good choice.
It's a good choice, isn't it? And they're kind of, I don't know where they're coming from, the Waitrose raspberries, but they have a really nice, sweet taste, and they're not too sort of bitter and sour. I'm going to start with the White Company because I went to a talk at Facebook a few months ago before International Women's Day, and there was a lady there on the stage talking, and she'd started the White Company, and the White Company, if you don't live in England, is a company that sells beautiful sheets and linens for the home. Anyway, she's a sort of internet entrepreneur. She started off with a store and then went online. So I wouldn't call her an internet entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur, but she's a bloody hard-working one, and she still owns the company, I think. And she has brought out, then I read somewhere, because I'm so behind the game, nobody lets me know what's going on, that she had a skincare range, and you really need to give up on sugar. I seem to be, what did you say? I seem to be addicted to, you know what? Who's that? Sanjari, I was the same. I mean, I might be the same tomorrow, let's be honest, but I felt the same, and I thought, I can't do it. But I sort of practiced what I did when years ago I stopped other things, and it was just a day at a time. I stopped a day at a time. I didn't have sugar, and then I got the end of the day and I thought, my God, today I didn't have sugar. That was fabulous. Next day I woke up and I said, I'm not going to have sugar today, and then I didn't. So that's how I'm doing it with my raspberries. Good morning, Carmen. Good morning from Istanbul. Good morning, Karen. Have started to use Pixie Glow Tonic. Can I still use my Indeed Labs Vitamin C during the day and their regime at night? Yes. Ladies, very quickly here, a lot of you ask about layering, because I think there's some women here who on the Richter scale are like, what's vitamin C and what's retinol? And there's other people on the Richter scale who are saying, Trinny, you can't, you know, a retinoid is different from a vitamin A, which is different from a retinoid. Do you know what you're talking about? So I sit there, and I think the majority of you sit here, and there's some ladies who sit there, and there's some super experienced ladies. So let's just be generic. I use vitamin C in the morning because I think it's a very good counterbalance to the sun, and I use it with my SPF. So I've always been in that habit, and before, when I'm on holiday especially, I'll use a topical vitamin C in a powder form, and I'll mix it with my sunscreen. So it stays in the morning with me. I don't put it on at night, but at night I might use a retinol. Now, glow tonics, which are just alpha hydroxy kind of acid, some kind of gentle or strong acid, I can use morning and night, and if I use it, I'll kind of cleanse, and I'll use the acid like a toner. It is an acidic toner, really, most of these. Some of them are very strong and they're more of a peel, but generally, they're sort of toning your skin in that old-fashioned way if anyone here is over 35 and ever did the 3-step cleanse from Clinique, all right?
Claire is 36 and she has dry, sensitive skin. Can she use acid?
Claire, you can, because this is my thought. That, and I've mentioned this a bit, so I really apologise to other people if I'm repeating myself, but I think we create, what makes wrinkles on our skin is our lack of sloshing off the dead skin cells and a lack of exfoliation and cleansing. And you can exfoliate and clean in 3 different ways. You can use kind of cleansing balms, you can use exfoliators, 4 different ways. Exfoliators physical, like my Dr. Lancer. You can use exfoliation tools, like my Foreo, and you can use AHAs like the Glow Mist or the Glow Tonic, or those kind of products. I got another one here that's a super good one, but I don't know if I've got it here. Oh, no. You get me on a sidetrack, but it's a good sidetrack because here. So the one Caroline Heron's recommended to me, which is like, it's a toner by any other day, but it's stripping your skin a little bit of its dirt and impurities. So if you don't let that kind of build up and all those dead skin cells fester away on your skin, you will, I think, benefit from a younger looking skin. So if, as a lady, did she say she was 35?
36.
36. So you're 36 and you're feeling you've got dry skin. So dry skin could be dehydrated skin because you're not drinking enough of that and you're having too much of that. Or it could be because your routine is not getting your dead skin cells off. So I would try both. You can answer the question of how much water you drink. If you feel you drink copious amounts of water and you also take things like vitamin E pills, which I do, or omega-3 pills, which are great for skin, then try some gentle exfoliation of your skin and see then whatever you put on after you've done the exfoliation will penetrate better. So that's what I recommend, age 35, a little bit of an AHA tonic. Okay.
Anna is asking, if I had a bad reaction to glycolic acid, which one do you recommend for every day?
Going back to that friend, they have one for sensitive skin, which is Biologique Recherche. And so that could be okay. I think a gentle one, I mean, Pixie Woo does a glow mist, all right? And this is, hang on, let me just see. Oh, glasses, anyone? Okay, yes, sorry, all right. This could be a good one. This is just a glow mist. They just call it glow. I would say the pads can be quite strong, but there are some gentler pads. When I'm going to do an AHA post. I'm going to do a Secret 7 on AHA, and I will tell you which ones are the gentle ones. So I'm sorry I'm not going to tell you now. If you can fork it out, go for that sensitive one. If you can't, wait. I might do it next week. Chloe, should we put it on our list?
Yes.
Because I think you all ask a lot. Would you like to do AHAs next week? Whether Caroline bloody Heron's is free or not, let's just crack on, and see what we like. In the meantime, she has a very good cheat sheet on AHAs, and you could go and have a look there. All right.
Sarah loves Pixie.
She loves Pixie. I think Pixie is a good brand, and I think you'll find that Caroline here did consult on Pixie, so there's a lot of her influence in there.
Poppy's asking, morning Trini, please talk about how you nailed adult acne.
How I nailed. Well, let me do that whilst I try the Super Balm. This is from the White Company. Chloe, did we find out how much it was?
Yeah, 26, I think. Let me double check.
The first time I'm trying it, all right? So
Super Balm is 25 and the Advanced Hydration is 30.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly get you into this and then we'll talk about acne. So the woman who owns the White Company, I don't know her name, I'm afraid. She went to Diasym, which is that company that owns it's a Toronto-based company I always talk about, that owns The Ordinary, The Abnormal Beauty, all of those inexpensive, concentrated ingredient companies. And she did a collaboration. So it's very interesting. This is the first time that they have done an expensive product. It's £25 for a balm. And can I just say, ladies, this balm, it has the best smell. The one thing about the White Company is they have the best smell. Whenever I go in that shop, it smells good. But it's a sorry, I'm just putting this back up because it might fall. This is citrusy, beautiful, lemony, citrusy smell. And the consistency isn't too sticky balmy. It's just quite nurturing. I'm going to get my Foreo and do that. But let's go back to acne. What was the actual question?
How you nailed adult acne. Like, tell them the story.
How I nailed adult acne?
Yeah.
I thought she said how I nailed adult acne.
No.
Thanks, Chloe.
Yeah.
All right. I had it 13 to 29, and at 29 I got very fed up, and I did Roaccutane for 3 months on the National Health Service because I was earning very little money at the time and very low dosage. It didn't work. Then I went and I spent half my monthly salary on the Roaccutane pills because I remember then they were like £400 and I was earning £800 a month, and it killed me. I think I had to move into a friend's bedroom because I couldn't afford my rent, but that's how much I needed to deal with it. I did it for 6 months or 9 months on that, and I got rid of it. I then had scarring. I did a CO2 laser for the scarring. That was a really dreadful laser in those days, effective but dreadful, and it kind of burnt your skin to a crisp. My face was red afterwards, it went redder and redder. I remember I couldn't sleep on my pillow because I couldn't afford to get it dry. Horrendous process, but it left. Didn't come back until about 45 when my hormones started going up and down. So that's adult acne. And that's when I then had to balance out my hormones, see what I was lacking, and get those right, because the spots then came in different places. I'll occasionally get a spot because I thread my hair, I'll occasionally get spots there. And then I use drying lotion from Mario Badescu, or I use Eve Lom's Dynaspot. What else do I use? And make sure I really use my Foreo. And I did this the other day, and you might have watched, I had a really bad spot day, and I did this. It was just my own little technique, because any of you who get adult spots here, this is a good one to know if you didn't watch this, is I took this, I talk about microneedling a lot, all right? So I had this new microneedling product that has a little light on it as well, which is called the Glow Pro. And so it has a light, and it has a motion, and I went over my spot like this. I just kept going over it. I wanted to break it down internally, and I just did that. And anyway, it sort of worked, because the next day it was nearly gone. And it was one of those, the throbbers that they never get a final head. They just throb and go bigger, and you feel when you turn a certain direction, your profile's changed. It was that kind of spot. All right. Next question.
Susie, she's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And she's wondering, do you know any company or internet website that sell a good range of skincare or makeup? Because she can't go and buy at Boots because they
Where does she live?
New Zealand. They can send them, yeah.
You know what? Feel Unique in England is the biggest beauty website, and they, I know, are opening, I think, in China, and I don't know if they also do Australia. Otherwise, I have to say, when I was in Australia, Mecca were a really good sort of equivalent Space NK. And I don't know if Mecca deliver to New Zealand, but they always, brands here that I discuss, some of my lovely Australian ladies will say to their other friends, you can get it at is it Mecca? I think it's called Mecca. Yeah. Can you help her? Anyone else who lives in New Zealand? And also tell us what kind of products you're looking for, all right? Anyway, the Super Balm, I've done a bit of Foreo on it. The smell is wonderful. The texture is really nice texture because it's not too buttery, and I feel it's penetrating. £25. Let's take that off now with the flannel. I was so excited to try her range because I love her sheets, and I know she's a very particular woman and everything, you know, she's very particular about stuff. So that was kind of great. All right, now.
Yes, Mecca in New Zealand, they have it. Leanne is saying yes.
They do?
Yeah.
Great, I'm so happy, and I don't know what products you want, but it could be it helps you there. All right, other questions, ladies?
How do you control the hormones to avoid acne with middle age? Laura is asking.
How do you control the hormones to avoid acne with middle age? Yeah, well, all right, I mean, this could turn into a very alienating menopausal story, but for any of you who are feeling you're getting middle-aged acne, and when you say middle-age, are you talking 40 to 50? Is that middle-aged to me? Kind of. Hardly. I feel still young. But if you know, I'm not a medical practitioner, and you need to go and see an endocrinologist, which is a hormone specialist, or a biodynamic hormone specialist if you don't like chemicals. But they do blood work, and they see what your estrogen levels are, what your testosterone levels are, what your progesterone levels are. They also might check your DHEA. So these are all different hormones that affect our mood, they affect our skin, they affect our bodily reproductions, obviously, most importantly. So when I first went, I had zero of everything. And it was a time I was feeling tremendously flat. I went into menopause early because I'd had many IVF, and that kind of ate up the eggs that I had in my body. So I did 16 IVF, so I must have had so many eggs. This is the serum I'm trying. And that cut off probably 5 years of my cycle. Anyway, you need to find that out first, ladies. And then once you find out which ones you're lacking, you can go to your normal GP. If you feel you might be lacking them, if you feel that's an issue for you, then there's alternative ways to deal with it. And there are ways, and all I can say is you've got to find a good practitioner, but there are many good people out there who help. And there's a wonderful book, actually. There's a really good book. So if any of you are thinking that, it is called, don't quote me on this, Could It Be My Hormones? And it's by Dr. Erica Schwartz. Great book to read. Perimenopausal ladies. All right, I'm now trying the serum of the White Company. And what's in this serum, ladies? I can't remember. There's hyaluronic acid and aloe vera. So it's a kind of serum that is hardly any smell, a little hint of that citrusy smell, lemon verbena, I think that's what it is. And it's quite tight making. I think I'd need an eye cream with it. But nice, I like it. I've got to say, as a range, how it looks as well in your bathroom. I mean, if any of you, how many of you are affected by how things look? How many of you buy a product because of how it looks? Packaging.
Amanda really loves that you're so truthful about IVF and stuff. You're the best. Well,
you're very sweet, but you know what? It's something I did, and I think during the process of doing it, it was tremendously many things, because I thought I would never have a child, and I never gave up, but I thought it's never going to happen to me. And then I kind of got to a stage of thinking, it's okay if it doesn't happen to me. I know a lot of women who aren't mums who are not feeling unfulfilled. They get fulfilled. Everyone gets their fulfillment where they need to. And everyone does what they end up doing, and that's the way Stop this now, Trini. Can we get on to beauty?
Hi from Lugano. Love your energy.
Lugano, buongiorno, Lugano. I'm going to Italy next week, and I'm going to Italy next week because, I mean, a few of you know that I am working on something, and I'm so excited by it because I've been working on something for 3 years as a kind of a little range of things to offer you ladies, and it's to do with, you know, what you put on your face, not skincare. And I'm looking at my finalized colors and things. I'm really, really excited. This is something that I just feel is going to be an interesting add-on to your life. And I can't wait to share it with you. Anyway, Advanced Hydration. Advanced Hydration is the moisturiser of this range. I don't know if they sell outside the UK. It's really tedious if you're not in England to see this. But I just wanted to try it. And as you know, I don't do any press days or go and have people send me stuff. So I just go and buy it, get it ordered. Interesting. I thought this was going to be a rather boring moisturiser. I don't know why. But it's very nice. What's in it, Victoria? Do we look?
Just hyaluronic acid and plant extracts and avocado.
Okay, so avocado oil. Avocado oil? That's what it is. I love avocado oil and things. So
I am asking, when are your products coming out?
I really hope they're coming out in September, and I hope they're going to change your life. We'll see. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm really excited because I think I've had so much information from women over the last 15 years. I must have made over about 5,000 women, and I was just listening to all these women telling me their issues around things, and then that's what it's come out of. So I hope it fulfills some people's issues. Okay, the White Company, the range, I'd give it 8 out of 10 actually. I think it's really wonderful, simple. The whole range, you could have that as your routine. If you're a simple person but you want quality product, I think that's a really nice little range. Very nice little range. Okay, I'm now going to go on to, I'm sorry if I'm talking about products that are not available to all the countries I'm talking to. So in the meantime, the more questions I can answer of yours, the less guilty I feel. Because I'm going to talk about Glossier, and then I'm going to talk about the hair. Okay.
Nairi is asking.
Yeah.
She has recently had individual glued hair extension out, and her hair is now really
thin.
Really thin. So can you recommend anything to thicken hair? And
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something I'm going to do? Okay, thickening hair. Let's talk about thickening hair. I should do a whole one just on hair, but let's talk about thickening hair. Let me have a sip of coffee. I think there are 4 ways to thicken hair. The first way is simple, a thickening shampoo, and some are great and some are not. I'm not going to recommend you any now because volume shampoo, I used to use Philip Kingsley's volumizing shampoo, but I think there are many other. In fact, you know the best one, and I don't know if, I've got it. Have I got it here? Is this the right one? Yes, this is. Ha! So lucky. So lucky. This bathroom just keeps on giving. L'Oreal. I was taking my daughter back to school, so I keep looking the wrong side. Am I the right way around the camera?
Yeah.
Great. I was taking my daughter back to school, and we were in Boots together with my really good friend Jane, who works as the head of a beauty research company. And she's always a mine of information. So I was looking for shampoo for Lila, and we picked up this one. She went, that one is the best shampoo on the whole rail. Better than any expensive shampoo. And I went, why? You know, I used to buy these when I was 14 going to boarding school. I remember the orangey coloured one. And I'm just I've always, I suppose, gone to a more expensive looking shampoo because I thought that can do the trick. I've never kind of felt with shampoos, the cheaper the better. She said the research that went into this shampoo is incredible. And she knew the woman who was the scientist who did the research. She said it's an unbelievable thickening shampoo. And Jane, bless her heart, her hair is not the thickest hair because she sometimes wears a friend as well. So very good. So I said there were 4, didn't I? So that's the first thing you could do. The second thing you can do is how you style it. And I use a styling product when I did my hair drying video, and it's SP, not restructuring lotion. I've probably got it here as well. SP, you know what, we'll put it up, Chloe. SP something lotion, you put it in your root and it just gives you volume, all right, just kind of makes you volume. That's the second one. The third one is to use something like OUAI. Do I have OUAI still here? OUAI, where's OUAI? Where is OUAI gone? Oh, yes, there's OUAI. Two of the ways.
So Helena is also saying biotin vitamin pills could work.
Yes, okay, biotin, I'm getting onto it. In fact, there's 5. So then you can use something like OUAI, the woman who does the Kardashians' hair, texturizing hairspray, that kind of thing, which just gives, it will give texture. She has a dry shampoo I tried here, do you remember? Did I put it somewhere, dry shampoo? Which does the same, gives you a bit of volume. Now, long-term hair issues. How do we get onto hair? We did get onto hair. I'm trying to get onto makeup and you made me get onto hair. Long-term hair issues, things like balding. So many women, I have less on this side and more on this side. That kind of, where's my hair gone? So it was totally receding. And I've been taking biotin, which a friend of mine who's this scientist in the States said, try it. So I've been taking biotin. I take 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I don't know which mgs I take, but I don't know if it's helping. I think it's helping because Edie, who does my little eyelashes, says my eyelashes underneath my eyelashes are looking strong, and biotin helps hair growth. I do notice my menopausal hair, the really long one that comes out here, and I always don't have to put my finger more than that to feel it, is growing very quickly. Something's going right. Now, so those are 4 solutions. The 5th solution for hair, I am trying next week, I hope, or actually on the 4th of May, I think, and I'm going to do it live with you. And I'll give you enough notice. I was just researching for a friend of mine who really has thinning hair. And it's this woman, and it's not a hair transplant, which takes hair from the back here and puts it here. It's, you choose your hair, it's a synthetic hair. You choose your hair, wavy or straight, colour, quite good colour definition. She orders it in from Germany. So she's ordered me in some hair, and then she's going to put it in here. And she's going to weave it in, just I'm going to get sort of 20 or 30 bits put in. So, and then you cut it to your length. So I think that's quite interesting. I have no idea, ladies, of the cost, of how well it works, but she says that some women who really have alopecia, or, you know, she's doing a woman at the moment who has no hair, and she's given her back a head of hair because the woman couldn't have a hair transplant because she had no hair. So that's fascinating. Anyway, I'll do it live and you can watch it and we'll see it together. All right. Now, do I have enough moisturiser on? Maybe. I have got, yes. I'm now doing makeup, and I'm doing makeup from a totally different range. Exciting. The Ordinary, I heard from one of our ladies, The Ordinary are bringing out a serum foundation. Can't wait to try it, frankly. Thank you so much, whoever told me about that. It was either on Instagram or Facebook. But in the meantime, I noticed when I was in Phoenix that they have a Silicone-Primer. And so as I put my moisturiser on, sometimes when I put a moisturiser on, I think that wasn't hydrating enough. Let me put more on before I put on my foundation. But perhaps what I should be putting on is a silicone primer. And silicone is something not to be scared of. It's used in so many cosmetics, ladies, and it's a thing that makes it feel really soft and slightly slippery, and that's silicone. But this is high adherence silicone primer. So let's try it from The Ordinary. Oh, actually, hang on. Do I have to take the thing off? I have to take the thing off. This is by that company again, Diason, who did the white. Oh, God, it's the same.
Catherine is saying that Ordinary Primer is amazing.
Oh, good. Catherine, how exciting. I'm trying something you tried already. All right, so just put that on there. So what is the point of a primer? Is this just one layer too bloody many? I do wonder that, but I think if you are in that situation where your moisturiser's given you just enough, but primers can do different things. They can make your makeup stay on longer. They can give you I think they give you the best possible canvas in which to put on a foundation or a concealer. That's what I think they do. All right, so this, definitely I can feel the silicone because it's slippery, it just does that.
Teresa is asking, will the silicone make us break out?
Some people, you are so right, some people do break out with silicone. If you break out with silicone, I'm going to recommend you a primer where you will not break out with silicone. Which is, oh please tell me I have it. Sunday Riley has done a primer. This is one I use instead of foundation a lot because it has a little colour to it. You can get light or medium. I'll do it. I won't put it on now because I'm going to do a different range. But this does make your skin look fabulous, and it has silicone in it, and it has this other ingredient which, if you are allergic to silicone, counteracts the allergy of silicone. That's what they say. I'm not allergic to silicone, but I remember reading it and thinking that's great because I know a few people who are. Hourglass Mineral Primer is amazing. You know, I haven't tried the mineral primer. I've tried the serum primer from Hourglass, and I have to say I found it amazing too. And that has a lot of silicone in it. Okay, now.
Trini,
yes.
Dan is asking, have you tried the Yves Saint Laurent Touche primer, the one with gold beads in it? It smells fine.
You know, I think Yves Saint Laurent, okay, here's my bag. Yves Saint Laurent Dior do amazing makeup, and it's very glamorous and it's very fabulous. But to me, they're makeup brands more than skincare brands. They just are. And perfume brands. And clothing brands. But I've never ever been totally drawn. Sometimes occasionally a Dior lipstick. Saint Laurent, when Touche Éclat came out, I wasn't that drawn to it because I found it too chalky for me. So I've never ever delved into their makeup, and maybe I should, but I haven't. And I think a primer with glistening bits, if you want a bit of shine, great. Okay, let's talk Glossier. It took me 3 months to get these bloody products because a friend of mine finally came over from New York. So Glossier is an American company. Any of you who are now following me from America, do say hello, because otherwise you've got to know a friend in the States to get these products. And I know that's tremendously frustrating, but they're quite interesting products. So Emily Weiss was a woman who was an editor of an online magazine called Into the Gloss, which reviews all things beauty. And she kind of had this lovely community, and she then launched a range called Glossier, which is a kind of millennial range, because I feel when I look at the site, there's tons of young girls in makeup, and it's kind of cool and hip. And I wonder, all of you ladies, can I just say, I'd love you now. Can you all ping me, whoever's watching, your age? Can you just ping? Write down your age and ping it down. I won't hold you to it.
Trini, sorry, quickly.
Yes.
Helena, talking about age.
Yeah.
She's saying your youngest listener might be her 6-month-old son as she hangs up her laundry.
Oh.
Through teething. He's smiling as we listen to you.
Oh, what's his name?
What's his name? I don't know. She's called Helena.
Helena, hello Helena. Congratulations, 6 months old baby. He must smell so delicious. All right. So, yes, I'm interested to know. Oh, thank you for all writing down your age, because I want to know how you feel about also buying makeup online, because buying makeup online is tricky because you don't know if the colour's going to suit you. You don't know if the range is nice, if you've never tried it before. So it's tricky, but I want to make it untricky. Anyway, Glossier have brought out a very simple range. They sort of say skin first, makeup second. So if you're the kind of person who doesn't like much makeup, this is for you. They have a little product here, and you can find, it's called Perfecting Skin Tint. They won't even call it the Tinted Moisturiser. And everything is quite, it comes in this bag when the makeup comes, and the products sort of come like this. It's called, they have a lip balm called .com balm. You really feel it's a millennials range, which puts me off a bit, because as a woman who's not a millennial, it makes me think, is that a sophisticated enough brand for me? But there was something still I liked about it. I like the simplicity about it. But I thought, how do I choose my foundation? Well, my skin perfecting lotion. So you go along, and there's a little thing to help you choose your foundation. But I'd like to know also, ladies, how you feel about buying makeup online. Do any of you buy makeup online?
So our Barbara does, but only if there is a sale and she's familiar with the brand.
Okay, fine. So what do you need to be able to... Oh, this is quite nice. Goes on nicely. I don't know if that's because it's having a baby with that lovely ordinary silicone primer underneath, but nice. Nice product this. It's kind of, when I was doing my glows, it wouldn't have fit into my glow, but this, it's true. When they said this name, Skin Perfecting, quite interesting because it has silicone in it, I can feel it. And when I chose my colours come, it wasn't the best colour choosing mechanism, so I don't know if I got the right colour. It's all right, the colour, it's all right. Getting the concealer, this is the concealer here.
Emily is saying that what annoys her is when companies only use teenager models for their makeup advertising online. Of course they're going to look flawless.
I so bloody agree. And I want to ask another question. I'm asking so many random questions, but please ask these questions. Please answer these questions for me because I find it really interesting. When you're looking at, if you're in your 20s, any of you who are in your 20s, I see some of you are, and if you saw a model in their 30s, would that be as off-putting to you as a woman who's 40 or 50 seeing a model in their 20s? I'm interested in that. Stretch concealer, it's called Stretch because I presume as they only do 4 colours, they want it to stretch all the way because they do every skin shade. These products, what I like about them is they're not going to be the ones that you'll make a mistake with because you put too much on too quickly. They're buildable. The price range is good. Everything is about $15 or $18 US dollars. You just got to find somebody who lives in America. So yeah.
Louise buys online often. Sometimes she just takes a chance, but mostly takes advices from people like you and Wayne Goss.
And Wayne Goss, great, good to know. Thank you. Now, Chloe, I want to answer beauty makeup questions. We're going to read all your comments later on this because I'm really interested. You can all read each other's comments. But any other beauty questions? Because I'm nearly done. I'm going to go on to hair and then I'm off. The Stretch concealer is good. It's good. It rubs in easily, giving me coverage. Go around the nasalized passage. There we go. Okay, I'm next going to go on to, I had it here and now I've lost it. Oh yes, they have something called Boy Brow, and I think it comes in 3 shades. Very little brow product, but I like the idea that it was so little. Very similar. Thin applicator, which I like. If I did a brow, it would be a bit like this, actually. There. Easy to do. Forget about pencil, positioning, architectural creation. Just shove it on and go. And that's what this brand's about. Shove it on and go. This is now their Generation X, and it's a lip colour. I chose about 3 lip colours. And I think I didn't like one of the lip colours I chose. This is a nudie colour. Let's see. Quite nice. Quality is not great. Hang on. The colour's quite nice. You know, it's that sort of pretty fresh colour. Do I recommend using a toner? I do, an acid toner. Yes, ladies. I'm going to show you the other colour. That was called Nude, I think. And then she had another colour which I tried, which is a reddier colour, which I kind of like this time of day. So the colour, really pretty colour, but it didn't last that well because I did try this one earlier. But as a range, there was something useful about it, something boyish about it. Let me just get the packaging again so I can show you. Where did I put it? I've lost it now. I've lost it. It couldn't have disappeared from my bathroom. No. All right. I'm going to go on to hair. Are you ready for hair? Any other questions too?
No, they want the hair too.
All right, so let's talk hair. I need to get my... Oh. As you all know, I have my hair, which is here. This is all my hair. There. This is a 4-day-old blow dry. And then I have my friends here. Now, I have had these friends made, and I've never wanted to, you know, share them with you because they're expensive. And I work in telly and I get them made and whatever. You know, just how they are. And I get them made in different lengths and different colours. But they cost me, because they're real hair, and they cost me a bit, okay? And now my hair is quite a lot darker. I have to be careful. When I put it in, I kind of do this, twist it around. But they are about 200 and something pounds, and they last me a year or perhaps 6 months if I'm doing things with it. I can I can do things to it. I can curl it. I can do anything to it. I wash it, I colour it, all right? They're a really good investment for me because there are days when I'm doing quite a lot of television work and I just want to eat immediately good hair. But I thought to myself, what are the alternatives out there? Now, there are alternatives in companies in England like Topshop where you can go and buy fake hair bits to clip in. But they're very cheap hair. So I've found something, which I'm opening up for the first time today and we're going to cut together, which could be our alternative. Now, I got two. They are, Daniel Hersherson is a UK hairdresser and I noticed he does his hair. So I've got two here. I've got one which is Instant Extra Long Volume Clip-In Extension. There. And then this one is a little piece, so we won't do that one. We're going to just do this one. Keep going with the questions too, Chloe.
Yeah, they're still responding to the models.
Brilliant. I'm so interested to know your comments, ladies, because I find it frustrating too. I feel we want inspiration, we want aspiration to an extent, but we don't want exploitation.
Joy's asking, how often do you wash your hair?
How often do I wash my hair? Depends. When I was in the mountains last week, I washed it once in 5 days. Okay, so this has come, and this was meant to be called Blonde. No, this is light brown. That, to me, is not light brown, is it?
TRINNY, is the hairpiece comfortable?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, this looks like a full wig. This is not something I'd wear underneath, but maybe I would. I don't know. This is not what I thought it would be. This is like a wig. This is a wig, I think. I think it's a wig. I think I ordered the wrong bloody thing. Actually, I didn't order the wrong thing. They sent the wrong thing. So, in case, let me see if this is a wig. Or if this is meant to just... No, it's not a wig. It's meant to just go on a bit of my hair. Or is it that way?
Barbara brought one wig and one topper, but feels uncomfortable wearing them.
What, from Daniel Hersherson?
She doesn't specify.
She
Barbara
doesn't.
from the same brand.
Yeah.
If you want to ask her.
That's not what I thought it would be. That's really disappointing. Because I was expecting a hair piece. Hang on here.
They say it looks like a birthday, lol.
It looks like God knows what it looks like. Definitely something weird. Step one, okay, instant long volume clip-in. So a long, slightly layered piece to cover 3/4 of your head, which integrates smoothly into your hair. So what I have to do, step one, step two, okay, what's step one and step two? Tell me, I don't get it. Step one, step two, put in, okay, so they're telling me. Right, so step one is I take half my hair, like that, and I clip it up. Ow! Sorry. There. Okay, I'm going to put it in a top knot, like that. So I'm going to put this over my hair. Step two is, I presume, I'm going to put this into my hair, so I'm going to make that a little bun. And then step three, I presume I'm putting this over my hair. I don't know which way. Not easy, actually. Not really telling me easily, is it? But I'm just going to presume it works like my other one, so I've got to undo. Sorry. God damn it. I wish I'd done it before, but I kind of wanted to do it with you ladies. And we want to see the final effect, don't we?
So Cynthia is also suggesting when you use Color Wow, it stays on till you wash it out, and it's the best.
It's fantastic.
Bumble. Yeah.
Color Wow?
Yeah.
For what? For the
For having, I don't know, fuller hair.
Oh really? Oh yes, they have. Color Wow also has a volume cream, which is brilliant. So look ladies, I'm putting these clips in, like this. It's very bad, Mr. Hersherson, it's a really bad description you've got on your packaging, I have to tell you. Because this is not telling me exactly how to do it. And I'm probably going to do it wrong, and you will watch this one day and get upset, but it didn't show me well. Okay. So, I've got my long hair. I feel I'm Cyndi Lauper. And then I'm going to put my own hair on top.
So Barbara puts a nylon over her head before putting on a wig.
Well, that would be good, Barbara, but I don't have nylon hair. This is This is the worst balayage you could ever have, okay? I mean, it makes me very happy I don't have long hair anymore, because that's kind of, the colour is just, I mean, look, that colour's, tell me I'm not going to be good as a blonde. All right, okay, but you see the idea. So if you did have that colour hair and you wanted some long hair, you could kind of do it. I haven't done it totally correctly, but I think it will work for some people. Not for me.
Lila says no, TRINNY.
Lila?
Yeah, not your Lila.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought you were watching. All right, ladies, that's it. The hair is over, and it was lovely talking to you today. And I keep your comments coming. I'm really interested to know how you feel about all the questions we've asked today. I hope I've got through some questions. It was just gorgeous talking to you. It's Monday. Let's make the most of this week. Let's be our very best. Let's really go for it. What's your goal for this week? Write it on your mirror in your bathroom and look at it every morning. So my goal is to be my most creative for my project I'm doing and think of creative ideas. Bye, ladies.